I have about 20 minutes before the kiddo comes home, so let's see if I can make one of these doll videos. I went out thrifting today. I went to 2 thrift stores, Target because they have all those clearance dolls, and a Tuesday morning. The Target was a bust. They still have the clearance dolls, but they don't have them more clearance. I walked in the first thrift store, I said to myself, dolls and cloth, nothing else. Then this greeted me. Now, I try to be spooky, black-clad, gloomy, but really, I'm tacky. I think you know this. So, I couldn't resist this thing, especially with the pink hair. I'll style it better later. And then I walked back to the toy aisle, and the first thing I found was another fully articulated Winx doll. This is the only one I ever find, whoever this is. You know I'm not fond of the really long body, but you know I can cut it apart to make it shorter if I want to, so that was good. And then I found 2012 Holiday Barbie AA version. Got a sculpt, how could I resist? And then I found, off in the corner, chewed up hand, cut up hair, that swimsuit Christy that used the Shawnee sculpt. If you know me, you know how much I've wanted a Shawnee sculpt. Or is it Shani? But anyway, the chewed up hand doesn't matter, the hair doesn't matter. Her face paint is actually perfect. So she'll be getting new hair and a new head, and then I'll be able to reunite her with Nichelle and Asha and relive the early 90s. Then I went to another thrift store. Well, I went to the Target next, which was a bust because the clearances hadn't been marked down anymore. And I'm a cheapskate. Next, Goodwill. The dolls there were all on the random toy table. I didn't find much that I thought was worthwhile. I did get this Breyer horse rider little tiny articulated body with the Elle Fanning head sculpt. Maybe Dakota. I don't remember. She was in some horse movie. So I have a feeling this body will end up with a pumpkin for a head, but I'm not sure. Also on the random toy table, this poor Mycene. For one thing, she's wearing a glove, a black lace glove, and someone tried to give her a new face. I think we can save this if we work together. It might be going to Tiffy, but I don't know yet. And also on the random toy table was just this super kitschy, very Asian 1970s little purse. There's some water stains on it. I'll probably clean it up and use the front as a patch on something. Because in my mind I'm going to make a motorcycle jacket and put patches all over it, but that'll probably stay in my mind for a while. Also, this is not doll stuff, but you know, I go in the stores when I'm fast, I look for dolls and sewing. That's pretty much my life when I'm not being a mom. I love my kid. And this was in there. I have not opened it up yet, obviously, to see exactly how much is here. But on the outside is fold over orange elastic that I'm sure I can find a use for somehow, even if it's in pieces. Another pink. But really, inside the reel was where my interest was, because it's a whole bunch, maybe even the entire 18 yards, probably not, of black Clooney cotton lace. And then I went to Tuesday morning because everyone is finding such great dolls in Tuesday morning that I have to check. And I've never found the great dolls in my Tuesday morning. Although they do have some 16-inch Madame Alexander Wizard of Oz dolls, and that green doll is gorgeous. But $99 is still a bit steep for me. But I got Cuddy things. Just 2 days ago, I was working on a shirt, and I said I really want another X-Acto handle so I can put the flat blade in, because that's great for stabbing open buttonholes. And it's kind of pink. And then I also, my normal scissors, I cut with the tips a lot, and the tips are so dull that I can't cut with them. I have to cut here, which is just dangerous because I could cut through the stitching. So a few years ago, I had seen these rag quilt scissors in Tuesday morning, and I didn't buy them, and I regretted it because these scissors are made for cutting just the ends of things. They're just tips. I'm getting distracted. And so, since that's what I do so much while I'm sewing, I cut thread and I cut notches and clips in seam allowances. And they barely make a sound. These feel so nice. So, dolls, trim, randomness, and sewing things. That's a good haul for me.